Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the show. This is the Angel Hour, and I bring into you real solutions. But before we get to that, let me give you a little background. I am a 51-year-old young senior. I am a grandmother of 10 wonderful grandchildren whom I adore. And I have been a stay-at-home wife for over 17 years, raising our family and working very hard. And here in this show, I thought I'd bring to y'all some of what I've learned. And through this show, maybe you could bring me some of what you've learned. And between all of us, we can fix some of the problems that we're seeing within our family members, groups, the ability for them to stand together, provide for themselves and their families. There are ways to cope. You're not a failure. I don't care how you feel. You are not a failure if you tried. And if you call in here when our lines are set up, you'll get your chance to try again and again, as many times as it takes to get it right. And here on this show, we'll work together because that's what it's all about. If you can't work with me, I can't work with you. Maybe one of our listeners can help you. Maybe one of our listeners will reach out and give you ideas you didn't have before. Don't give up. You're here. You're here till God says your time is done. Then you're gone. Let me tell you something. While you're here, you are making a mark, even though you don't think you are. You're making a huge mark on every person you encounter. Every person in your world family, you are affecting. Now let's do some genuine affecting, some good affecting. There are ways, there are many ways to deal with the emotional life of being human. I can't tell you I'm perfect. Far, far from it. I have stood at the door contemplating suicide and didn't walk through. I've stood at the door contemplating suicide and walked through. But here I sit. God won't have me yet. God says, nope, you got a purpose, angel. You go back. I'll show you your purpose. And if you're not following my path, I'm going to shake up the path you're on until you follow my rules and do what I'm telling you. This is real God. God is a parent, no different than any human. In reality, God has the same issues with us we all have with our children. But here's how we're going to reach them. Here's how we're going to show God. It doesn't take a church. It doesn't take a minister. It takes all of us coming together and working together as a whole to save us all. One can't do it. Our sweet Jesus shows that. But I can tell you right now, all of us working together in the name of each other will please God more than anything we've done in our history. All the kneeling, all the begging for forgiveness and prayers have done nothing for God. The people who walk by the homeless and don't give them a home when they have one, but throw them their scraps, they think they're being kind, and they feel good about themselves, but they leave that person on the street. This show says that's wrong. You can't do that. That's a fellow human being. Don't go buy them a meal. Go buy them shelter for the night. You don't have to give them money. Go do it yourself. Give them that night out of the cold. Give them that night without hunger. maybe they won't think life is not worth living. Believe me, I fight that argument every day. Is life worth it? Please, God, tell me why life is worth it. I'm not getting it. It's not coming through. There's too much ugly. Well, if you feel the same way and you really want to see things change, on this show, this is where it changes. Because let me tell you something about Angel. Angel will help you in any way Angel can. Angel will be there. Angel will care. But one thing Angel will not do is listen to someone whine and complain about their lives who are unwilling to change it. We are a species of change. We are all about change. Change changes everything we do. We create change. We create time. We create our essence. Now, what do we do with it? Use it to destroy each other like we're doing? Or do we use it to take it to heights no other's ever seen? No other species has ever seen that's been created on this planet. You think we've done that? I think you're wrong. This planet's got too much history. We can't be the only intelligent species ever created. We look at the other species. There are species that use more brain capacity than we do. They just don't create technology. That does set us apart, but not that far apart. Apes use technology. We're not that far from being our ancestors. But we do have the opportunity to take us farther than our ancestors ever dreamed we could. It's up to you how you want to do it. Do you want to do it the hard way? Fight your family every step of the way, be miserable? You know, some people are actually content with being miserable. It's all they know. They want more. They see it in other people. They want more. But it feels strange, alien, far, not welcoming at all. We gotta change that. The only way we can do it is together. So here, in this show, we are gonna work together. This is just the beginning. I'm hoping to have a phone line set up soon that I can directly link to my show. And if not, then I will find another way so that you can reach me. I do care. They say it's my biggest flaw. I think it's my strongest point of personality. I care. If I see you drop your groceries, I don't walk by without helping you first. That's who I am. Why? Because that's who I want to be. I don't want to be an angry wife, miserable, hating my life, unwilling to change it and just bear it. That is not who I am. Who I am? I'm a young senior. Got a lot of life experience, a lot of anger, a lot of issues. And I'm hoping if I share them with you, maybe you can find some kind of peace for yourself. And maybe a new approach to the way things are. Look, learning to be human's not easy. It's not going to be easy. If it were easy, it would have been done long before us. But it's not. Now I'm going to tell you about some of my flaws because you're going to see them. Okay, I am broadcasting live. You're going to see me drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. It is my nurturing nectar. Okay, I'm a coffeeholic. I admit it. No AA needed. It helps me function, not be dysfunctional. And we do take drugs for that, by the way. I'm not a health nut, although I am managing diabetes without medicine. And for the most part, it's very successful. I'm sitting before you. However, I don't quit. I don't back down. I am that pit bull. But the pit bull has learned not to bite quite as frequently as I used to. So let me tell you something. I live in a very realistic world. There's no fantasies here. If you have a fantasy life and you're managing it and nobody's bursting your bubble, hey, enjoy. It's not going to last forever. Enjoy. Reality always comes through. Lord knows I've created my share of bubbles. Okay? But we got to pop our bubbles, or God can't reach us. And I love you. Not because God says I have to. Because I want to. For no other reason. So in my broadcasts, you're going to hear a lot of that. And when I'm sharing with you messages, either through email or calls, I will share with you everything that I learn. It's the only thing I know God wants me to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the good child. Are you? My name is Angel. Together, we will change the world and make it a better place for us to live. We deserve better from each other, our leaders. We deserve better. But that's going to start with you. And it's going to start with the people you encounter. And it's going to start with your families. And it's going to start with your children. And it's going to work its way through all of us. But only if we start to come together. I'm tired of seeing us divided under color, sex, whatever. I don't care about any of that. You want to know what I do care about? I care about my species. I care about all of my family. And it's a huge family. I can't lead it. I just can't do that. I definitely don't have the corruption within me to do it. I can't say that losing 10,000 lives compared to 10 million lives is okay. I can't do that. I can't make that kind of decision. But what I can do is make it so our leaders don't have to make those kind of decisions. And I can do that with your help, and only with your help. So remember, Angel loves you. I really do. And together, we can make it better. I love you. Tune in again. I look forward to my next broadcast with you. And I hope you're looking forward to sharing some of your life experiences and heartache with me, so I can give you the compassion and empathy, not sympathy, that you need. With empathy comes understanding. With sympathy only comes awareness. I'll show you how to share your empathy. Share your light, so that darkness doesn't have to be all that you are. I know the world looks down on you, but only because you're looking so far down on yourself now. We've got to lift our eyes from the ground so that we can take back the things that are truly human in us. Integrity. compassion, empathy. We have feelings for a reason, and suppressing them and oppressing them does not make them go away, does it? They're still there every minute of every day. We live with them. Well, here's where you're going to learn how to use them for good. You can use those bad, bad feelings. You can use them for good. I look forward to sharing with you so much. You have no idea. This is the most exciting adventure God has ever sent me on. And with your prayers and your love, we'll make it. I have no doubt. I have faith in you. Have a good one, folks. I love you. Hi, this is Angel of Angel's Hours. We thank you very much for listening, and we'd like to provide some contact information for you. Right now, the only thing that we can use for you to reach me is my email. So please, feel free to contact me at cloudchaser1964 at gmail.com. That's cloud, CLOUDCHASER 1964 at gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and we hope that you're willing to share some of the hardships and heartaches that you've endured and how you've learned from them. Through that, we can teach each other how to be good people. I look forward to hearing from you. And as soon as our phone lines come open, I promise you that number will be repeated so much you'll know it by heart. Okay? But for right now, if you need to contact us either with a donation or to tell your story, please use cloudchaser1964 at gmail.com. And remember, my name is Angel, and when you're talking to me, you're talking to a friend. I do care. I love you. I'll be talking to you soon.